Hey BookTube, welcome back. I'm Winx, and the ink I'm talking about today is another Friday Reads. So I posted a Monday Reads earlier this week because I had missed last week's Friday Reads, but a few hours after I posted it, I actually decided to abandon my plans and start in on a totally unrelated book. So I read Jenna/Finn, which started out really great, but I was really grumpy about how it ended. I'm not pleased, but I will talk more about that in my wrap-up. And then I decided that I need something really fast as a reading pick-me-up, so I decided to read Rat Queens, and that was awesome. So that was a fun detour, but it did put me off schedule a bit, so because of that I have the same books on my Friday Reads as I did on my Monday Reads. So I have two books on my list, and I'm reading both of them in Kindle form. The first of these is The Source by J.D. Horn, which is the second book in his Witching Savannah series. So this is the main one that I'm reading right now, and I'm about a third the way through it. So far I'm really enjoying it, and yeah, I'm excited to see how the story continues. The second book on my list is Sorcery and Cecilia, or The Enchanted Chocolate Pot, which, as I mentioned last week, I read about 10% of it earlier in the month and then had to put it down. My brain just couldn't make the switch between the epic fantasy series that I'd been reading to this Regency era Fantasy of Manners sort of book. So I paused that at the time, but I am hoping to get back into it soon. I think I'm going to focus on The Source first and then go into Sorcery and Cecilia once I'm done with it. So that's my reading plan for basically the rest of the month, but I do have a few exciting things to talk about. So first is that I've hit 500 subscribers, which is just outrageous, and yes, it is. It's so outrageous. So thank you to everybody who's been subscribing to me. I'm so grateful. I never ever expected to be at 500 subscribers, let alone so fast. So yes, thank you guys so much. I had wanted to do another giveaway when I hit 250 subscribers, but I also thought that that was going to take me another 6 months. So I want to do another giveaway sometime soon, but since my last giveaway was 6 weeks ago, I'm gonna wait a while, so maybe 700 or 1,000. 1,000 would be pretty exciting. Yeah, I guess I'll just kind of see how that goes. The other exciting thing that happened earlier this week is that I got approved to be a book depository affiliate. So you might notice a book depository link in the description box below. And just to be fully transparent about that, if you click on that link and make an order, I will get a small commission. And my plan is to basically save up any such monies and eventually get a new camera, because I've been using the camera on my phone, which I think works pretty well, but it would be nice to have an actual official fancy pants DSLR or something. So there you go. So you might be seeing that. Other exciting things is that not this weekend, but the next weekend, my mother-in-law is actually coming in for a visit to stay with us. And that Monday, my partner is going to have surgery, which is an exciting surgery and one we've been waiting for. So that's going to be great. And my mother-in-law is going to stay with us for a while just to help them through their recovery. So yeah, I'm going to try and crank out some videos this weekend and have them sort of scheduled and ready to go. So yeah, that's happening. And on top of all of that, I'm also planning to do Camp NaNoWriMo, which if you aren't familiar with NaNoWriMo, it's National Novel Writing Month. And that normally takes place in November, where the goal is to write 50,000 words in 30 days. And then there are 2 months during the year, April and August, where there's Camp NaNoWriMo, and I mean, it's not a real camp, it's all online. But for the camp, you set whatever goal you want, and yeah, it's just kind of fun, and it's nice motivator to write if you like to write, and I sometimes do. So I just made a teeny tiny word count goal, but yeah, so lots of exciting things coming up, and I'm hoping that it won't impact my booktube schedule too much, but yeah, just letting you guys know what's going on. So as always, I'm curious to hear what you guys are up to. What are you reading this weekend? Have you read any of the books that I mentioned and have thoughts on them? Anybody else doing Camp NaNoWriMo? And then please go ahead and like this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you'd like to see more. I hope everybody's weekend is getting off to a good start, and I will talk to you later. Bye! To try and... So as a heads up, if I'm a little bit more quiet than normal, that is why. I feel like I'm either going to have no time for... And my plan is, I've been using my phone, and that would be a small commission from that. And so just to be, you might notice that, so you might notice